Hi guys, welcome to the second session of your training of chapter 2 that will be business etiquette and personal grooming. So yesterday we have like read about the body language that helps you in revealing feelings and helps you keeping your posture nicely. So posture is important, hands and legs, so avoid fidgeting, and then face to face, you know, window to the soul, and then eye contact and having a smile on the face. This is all a content of a body language that you should, uh, work on to be more, you know, skillful presenter. Okay, so without wasting any more time, we will jump on to the next slide. It's about voice. So when you are in a meeting or going to be on a conference or you're facing a client or someone at home, so uh, we know that as we read already, the first impression that we make is the 10-15 seconds. So we have to be prepared about the content that is in there, like what is there, what you'll be presenting, and relatable, short, and simple. And you're not wasting a lot of time to present something, okay? And the second thing that comes with it when while making the first impression, that's the body language, like how you're representing yourself, what you're wearing. Is it neat and clean or not? Is it a formal meeting? And if you're revealing a feeling, I mean, if you're wearing a formal dress, and how good are you smelling? Yeah, everything counts. Everything counts. We cannot deny the fact because even a bad smell from your socks can make leave a bad impression on the interviewer's mind or maybe your client's mind, and you might end up losing the job and or losing the deal. So that also now that was like I mean it was a part of the body language as a part of good communication and making the first impression a good impression. And then comes what comes the next is the voice. The moment a person speaks, he or she can be judged, right? So make sure when you speak something, you have a good tone. Okay, it's not affected with whatever you have gone through yesterday or before coming to this meeting. If you had an accident like 10 minutes back, we don't care. People who are sitting in the meeting, they don't care. They want to have a good uh, meeting or maybe a good deal so that because that meeting you are into could have a deal of crores maybe, or they are representing something that is revolutionary. They are working something on that is revolutionary. So uh, it's not like they won't be affected, but that will not count to your first impression, right? So you need to keep a good tone while talking. It should not be affected with what we have gone through yesterday or before coming to the meeting. Okay, and we must sound sincere and confident. So keeping a normal tempo. You don't have to speak too fast, you don't have to speak too loud, not too slow, and make sure the words you are choosing, they are uh, presenting sincerity. Okay, and be polite with them, acknowledge each one of them who are there, and keep asking questions so that and keep them engaged, and keep cracking some formal jokes, I would say, so that they know like how you are interested and grabbing their attention. Because keeping a good mood can also win the job, win the deal. So just uh, have good humor while having the presentation, while talking to someone. And so here, moving to the next point, it says pronunciation is important. So uh, now you need to work on the pronunciation as well. Now, you would read it as a, let's take an example, pronunciation, okay? Pronunciation, people say. So, but it's actually pronunciation, right? As the word says, and is important. Now, pronunciation is important because you will get distinct clients from different, you know, organizations, maybe different time zones, different countries. So it's really important for you to speak the language that they are familiar with, right? I mean, obviously, you cannot speak Kannada or Mexican, but still, have some words that they are familiar with. That's a good practice. and make sure, uh, speaking in Indian English, it's not a bad thing. You know English, that's important. You can communicate, that's important. But if you are pronouncing it well, then obviously that will leave a good image. Okay, tone of your voice, it has to be good. It's not be affected with what you have gone through yesterday, or if you're coming to the office. It has to be good. It should not reflect. It should not represent any emotion. Okay, loudness shouldn't be too loud that your voice is just echoing around the room. It shouldn't be too slow that people in the room, they are not able to understand you. And avoid using slangs. You're not here sitting with a friend, or you're not here with the people you know are working with for a long time. So make, if you use slang, might they might not understand, and that will not be a formal conversation. Okay, so you need to avoid using slangs. Be formal, be polite, have a good tone. Okay, so that's what a voice should have to create your impression and to have a good image, and while representing something to the people, to your viewers. Next slide, it's about the nose. Okay, the nose. That's an interesting topic to read on. Uh, Success is equal to 10% inspiration plus 90% perspiration. Okay, so we have come across that proverb that says hard work is the key to success, right? It's the same thing. It's not the same thing, but the similar. Thomas Edison has said 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration. Perspiration is the hard work that you put on to achieve something. The sweat that you go through, that's the perspiration. Okay. And inspiration, when you take inspiration from someone and work hard, then only you achieve something. And your achievement, your goal is the success. Okay, so hard work is the key to success. Every success needs 10% inspiration. You need to get inspired from something, and 90% it needs perspiration. You need to do experiments, you need to do a lot of hard work, you need to go through so many phases of businesses or job or life. So everything counts, because at the end it will be you who will be impacted and affected by the success or the failure. Okay, so everything counts. Ensure that breath is fresh. Okay, so when, obviously, I mean, when you are interviewing someone, you should smell good, you should have a good fresh breath. That counts. I mean, obviously you're not going to kiss someone, but still a good breath means you're taking care of yourself, and you will create a good hygiene where you will work. And that's important, because the place where you are, where you're working, you inspire that environment with your activities, with your dress codes. And it has happened with me a lot. I mean, people kind of appreciated my dressing style always, and the way I spoke. And I smell, even I did not take bath, I will just put on a lot of deo. I mean, that I did during my college days, but still, uh, you have to be very neat, clean, and decent at the office, so that surroundings it's hygienic. So, moving on to the next point, that says smelly socks can be avoided by wearing clean socks every day. Right? I follow that. I have around like 5 pair of socks that I wear, change every day. So I wear one sock every day. Okay, and every Saturday is my laundry day, and it's like the Sheldon. I keep washing my clothes every Saturday, and Sundays will be the rest day. Okay, I have not only about socks. In fact, every dress in my almirah, I'm quite organized with my stuff. I have 5 sets of dresses, like 5 pants, 5 shirts, 5 t-shirts, 5 jeans, 5 lowers, five, kind of gowns for the, for the night, and five, 5 socks as well. I said, and five, yes, underwears, yes, Oh, I do have that. So maybe more I have. So, but still, the point here is you need to keep it clean, even if you are wearing, if you cannot afford five dresses, that's not a bad thing. I mean, that's like, I mean, one day you will be having a lot of dresses in your almirah, and your cupboards will be all filled with clothes. The important thing here is just groom yourself personally, develop your personality, be organized. Okay, don't just throw the clothes on everywhere, on your sofa, couch, or bed. And just when you wake up in the morning, make your bed. That's a good practice to start with. And when you washed clothes, just get them ironed or do it yourself. And try to keep everything organized. You can't start doing everything from the first day, okay? So try from one thing. Start making your bed, okay? Wear washed clothes. If you're wearing one cloth for one day, just wash it, okay? And you can switch it on the alternate days. The next slide says about the handshake, uh, that we will read. Okay, so the handshake is the most widely accepted form of first contact, right? Should be firm, not bone crushing, right? Has happened with me a lot. Palm neither facing upward or downward. It has to be forward, right? Yeah. And make eye contact and step into the handshake. Okay? It's quite clear. You don't have to jerk the hand off. Okay? It has to be very, very firm. Palm should not be facing downwards or upwards. It has to be straight forwards. Okay? Always look into the person's eye, make eye contact while shaking, and make sure uh, like how overwhelmed you are. Okay. Etiquettes: do unto others as you would like them to do to you. Do to you. So it says like the same thing. I mean, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. People, I mean, there's a law, and if you want to bring the change, if you want to change the world, start changing yourself. And then there is other saying that what you expect from others, you need to behave like that, and behave the same with others, right? Then only you will get what you want. So these are all same. They all point to one direction. Okay, etiquettes. It starts from your own self. It starts within, not from the other person. Okay. Good manners, politeness creates goodwill. Got it? It's quite simple. There's nothing to make you understand. You just have to be polite, have good manners. Uh, yeah, sometimes you can lose your temper. That's fine, but you don't have to present it with the people you are sitting. And you can just go elsewhere or try to find an alternative way that could calm you down. Okay? Yeah. So this brings us to the last. This was the last slide of the, yes, of the session, and not only the session, I believe we have completed most of the topics from this one: business etiquette and personal grooming, and etiquettes of dressing, the do's and don'ts in dressing, understanding various dress codes, clothes, and corporate culture. Clothes, yes, we have discussed corporate culture. We will be discussing about it more in the future sessions. And how to represent yourself to the people, yes. Greetings and introductions, yes. The art of small talk, how to make proper introductions, paying and receiving compliments, small talk, and networking. So we will be studying about it a bit more in the coming sessions. Developing your professional and personal image. We have gone through it, but that we'll be covering again in interpersonal communication here. Personal hygiene, we have already discussed, and